The story took place in the summer of 1979, when I was only 4 years old. My two sisters and I were left at home early one morning after my parents left for work. My sister and I decided to play a game of catch by the cistern. As we were throwing the ball to each other, the baseball slipped out of my hand and fell into the cistern. This cistern has a capacity of about 800 gallons. The purpose of this cistern is to collect water for daily use. I was on the edge of the cistern trying to retrieve the ball. Then I lost my balance and fell into this dark bottomless pit. The first sensation of falling was that my whole body became cold, my body jerked violently, and I felt my chest was sinking in. I felt so desperate because I couldn't breathe. I felt my heart stop beating. I suddenly had a feeling of complete relief. I don't know why, but my pain disappeared and I gave up the fight. My heart stopped beating, everything became calm, and I no longer felt the cold. I saw my body floating in the water. There was no expression on my face. I was neither surprised nor afraid. I now felt incredibly free. Time and distance had disappeared for me. As I was immersed in the pure and bright atmosphere, I was clearly aware that before I became human, I was a being made of pure light, just as I am now. Then I heard a voice telling me, "Everything is going to be all right." Then I felt hands holding me. We were floating in midair and I felt the ascent very fast. All my pain was gone and I could breathe again. Then we flew toward a light. As we approached the light engulfed me. The light was brighter than the sun, but it wouldn't hurt my eyes. After the angel said goodbye to me, he disappeared. I floated there for a while and I saw the figure of a man approaching. When he came close enough, I felt intense love. I can't describe these feelings in words. I'm glad I didn't really die. But where was I now? He told me he was here to help me with my problems. But first he showed me my past life. Like a movie. My life was going backwards. I remember thinking, how bad can this be? I was just a kid. The first image I saw was me smashing the glass of my neighbor's house with a baseball, and I felt my neighbor's pain. The angel didn't judge me and gave me a smile. The movie continues to play. I could feel everything I saw as a result of what it caused. I felt my neighbor's thoughts as he told his husband about it. It was a bad feeling. What was shown wasn't all bad. I also saw myself giving my allowance to charity. I could feel the gratitude of others. He told me that those are the things that really matter, those are the things that make the world a better place. Then the movie stopped, and everything I wanted to know was answered. All my questions were answered in one moment. Then I started to miss my life, I started to miss my mother. I could feel her pain when she heard the news that her son had died. I knew the angel was showing me this to tell me, my time is not yet up. My mission was not yet complete. What mission? I don't know. I don't know how long this has taken. I miss my life and I want to go back. I remembered being hugged by my mom, the things that made me happy. More than anything, I didn't want to psychologically impact my two sisters by my death. I also knew that my angel did it for a reason, because no sane person would want to go back. I also realized for the first time how beautiful and fragile the earth is. I could feel the earth breathing like it was alive. Somehow, the angel told me not to tell anyone, that time would tell. I asked, why? He didn't answer me. I could now observe what was happening anywhere. I saw my mother on her way to work. She was waiting for a bus at the bus stop. My mom looked very anxious and she turned around and ran home as fast as she could. As she walked into the house, she heard her sister screaming. Mom pulled my body out of the water. My lips were purple and my body was cold. She kept giving me artificial respiration. Suddenly, I felt a lurch and I was back in my own body. Not long after, I was breathing fresh air again. Mom kept holding me as if she was afraid of losing me again. I was so young that I didn't understand what death meant. All I knew was that I was leaving my body. This experience taught me that there is another way of being outside of the body. Our body is also just a shell, just like a crab replaces its shell. When it is not needed, it leaves you. Over the years, I have tried to talk to my family and friends about this experience. Their reactions have taught me to keep quiet. I guess it's a crazy story after all, and I think I would have a hard time believing something like this if I hadn't experienced it myself. When I was 36 years old, I told my experience to my pastor. He sat with me and listened to my account of what had happened. He told me, I was blessed and I really met God. It was clear to me that this was my most real experience, more real than my life now. I share this because I want everyone to know that God loves everyone.